It is a civilizational crisis. I've said this before. We are at a place, and you can see it from a mile away, we are at a place where great civilizations start to go and new civilizational models begin to gain steam, and there's a place where those two cross paths, and they simply cannot coexist. We are there right now.
So shout out to Paleocrat.
Oh yeah, follow Paleocrat. He's all over this.
The woman explained how her boyfriend told her that his high-fiber diet means that wiping is completely unnecessary. Oh my gosh, I'm seeing stars. They're worse than the people on the corner talking about the rapture's about to happen. It's an apocalyptic death cult. It's so demonic. I'm starting to think there's some kind of a conspiracy going on around here. Yeah, we are the wolf pack, by the way, guys. I forgot to say that. Ow! It's good to see you. It's good to see you. You guys always get me riled up, wild and zany. It's so eminent. Everything is eminent right now. 12 years, 8 years, we're all doomed. But the great animal uprising of 2020, it's happening all around. They're even starting to talk, dude. I've seen movies. They're just at this point pulling diamonds out of their rear end, which would be a fascinating ability, by the way. I heard it's all about the pressure. It's gonna happen, guys. We're gonna push, and we're gonna push hard, because that is what is always done. That is what America does, which is why you can see all that destruction. And what happens, by the way? Cities get burned, windows get smashed, people get pulled out of their cars, individuals have been shot, individuals have been beat bloody on the streets, and then what ends up happening? White supremacy is the big problem in America. What? No! No, no, no! It's over, man. It is over, son. I think they're lying to us. And you know how we know this? Because they buy into everything. They spread fake news like crazy. Is this real, guys? 50-50. There are people out there that have physiques like that. You see them oftentimes in parking garages like valet drivers and stuff. If you want to be an ignoramus and try to do the fisticuffs, hit the road, Jack and Jacqueline and Karen. Oh, you're not based, dude. You're based in Pato land, as in like located. Let's look him up on Google real quick. Oh, he's on 666 Pato Street. We're just gonna have fun. There's no serious stuff going on here. Oh, they're Muckbang spiders. Why? Oh, holy crap. No. No, no, no. Do not flaunt that. That is not something to be proud of. There's been a big price tag for the sins that we've committed as a nation. And we've committed some of the most grotesque sins in the history of the world. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's this dude. He's kind of a beta cock, Play-Doh rolling, bubble blowing kind of guy. Says, you better take off that effing shirt, cause it offends women. What an ignorant way of looking at the world. You're gonna be tossed to and fro by every whim and fancy of a culture that hates you. This dude thinks it's offensive to women that I don't walk around with my shirt off. It's easy to say how great we are, and I believe that we're truly great. On the other hand, we got Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. They have no connection with the past, other than to simply remind the past always how much they hate it, and to dance on the graves of the democracy dead. The rabbits are now dressing up as Nicolas Cage. Plastic surgery, I bet, probably from that stinking cap. And you're like, you don't do plastic surgery. And he says, look at the plastic surgery I did for the rabbit. We need to repent. We need to take a knee for Jesus. Paleocrat's using that argument again. Come on, son. That's good, wholesome American stuff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
They ain't never seen nothing like this before. Lit the room when I came through the front door. Ask me if I should overcome. What for? Train in the trees, please pardon my sycamore. Touch burning sands, cross lands, and stormy shore seas, listen, yeah. Ain't no challenge for champions and chain no fear. Yeah, the champions here.
All righty, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving to you. Happy Thanksgiving. It was kind of a bummer because I didn't have a show this morning. I didn't do any show this morning. I decided, you know what? I'm just going to enjoy the day. I'm just going to have a great time with the family. It's all it's going to be. But I got to admit, man, the Wolf Pack at this point, you guys are kind of a little bit family. A little bit. And so if I don't get to hang out with you, I feel kind of sad in my heart. I'm not going to lie. It's just the way it works. You get this connection, man. You get a connection. You really start to connect with people who are tuned in every single day. And it's really exciting. It's a great way to start the day. But I have to admit, the second best way I can start my day, well, it's at least high up there. And right now, in the past month or so, it's been maybe the best way. And that is that I was actually able to sleep in. I think I woke up at like 10 o'clock, 10:30. It was something really ridiculous. But I've been living on 5.5 hours of sleep a night. I mean, that's very unhealthy. I do not encourage anybody to do that at all. I say, don't do that, guys. Don't do that, man. It is really, really bad for your health. And so it felt good. It felt good. But the rest of the day went great. It was totally fantastic. It was awesome all around. But I've been excited about tonight. I have been really excited because this is supposed to be more laid back. That's what it is. It's a more laid back thing. It's an unlisted video. So if you go to the YouTube channel, people be like, "Oh, you made an unlisted video. I'm going to go to YouTube and see where it's listed." And I'm going, it's not listed. So you won't even see it. You won't see this video at all unless you have the link. And the only way to get the link is to go to Paleocrat.diaries.com. That's it. It's the only way to do it. And so you're going to have to go check it out. And it's a way not only to kind of treat people who take the time and effort to actually go to the website, which I encourage everybody to do every single day. In fact, it's repeated over and over and over. It's even on a ticker on the bottom. It's like, go, go, go. And we've had an explosion, in fact, of people I'm not gonna mention it tonight. I'll mention it on tomorrow's show. But we actually put a Help Wanted listing out. So I created a blog, Help Wanted, to say, look, we have had an explosion, a tidal wave of new viewers, new subscribers, new members, members of the Paleonati, people who are donating $5 or more to the program. And 100% of all of that goes to the kids' education at Sacred Heart Academy. We talk about that every single day. But we've had, it's been so much that it's actually kind of difficult. I'm now, I'm going in every direction. And so it's been kind of a wild ride. I'm doing a lot of things off the program. So the program has this kind of symbiotic relationship with my real life. And so you do the show, and then more people catch on to you and say, hey, look, I want you to come and do this, or I want you to be on the board of that, and I want you to run for this committee or whatever. And we'll have news about that, by the way, Tuesday, some of what I just said. But it might be big news. I'm hoping, fingers crossed. Pray for me, guys. Pray for me. We're trying to make big changes, movers and shakers here. But all of this stuff. And then the more you do that, the more it feeds into the show. And the more it feeds into the show, the more it feeds into real life. And so it's kind of like this amazing arms race that's going on. But it's overwhelming a little because, it makes it difficult to do the things that I strive to do, to be there for my kids, to spend time with my family. And it's kind of a one-man mariachi band here for the show. And so we put out a Help Wanted. And it's got, I think there's six or seven different things that volunteers, people who would like to contribute to the show, contribute to the website as writers or vloggers. So there's all different things. We'd love to connect with you. And you can learn more about that, of course, going over to Paleocratdiaries.com. But tonight we're gonna eat some food. Actually, if my family, I know they're up there. The whole staff, they are up high in the towers of Castle Paleocrat. But I'm gonna need a couple of them to come on down here and bring old Papa some food, because I'm gonna mukbang. I am gonna eat some food. People are like, dude, that's gross. What are you doing that for? Why are you mukbanging on the show? And I'm like, because I did it on All Hallows Eve, and it was mega dope. It was delicious because I was eating candy. And today I'm like, okay, if I can't eat candy, what's kind of second or third place? And I'm like, oh, turkey and corn casserole and sweet potato casserole and some pie. Okay, yeah, mukbanging. So we are going to go ahead and eat some food. I hope you guys have left room for seconds or thirds, or if you are a fat slob, fourths. Maybe it's once a year, and you're like, look, I'm not a fat slob. You know, I'm really fit, bro. You're the fat slob, Jeremiah. I'm real fit, bro. And you're like all hoss and stuff, and you're like, once a year, man, once a year, and maybe you just try to stick with 3 servings. But then you see the Lions lose, and it makes you depressed, and so you gorge for a 4th one. Maybe that's what it is. But we're going to have a really great time, guys. We are going to have an absolute blast. So here we go. Here we go. And you know what? I got to say, just so that you know, number one, there is no politics in this show. Well, we're not going to focus on any political stories. There's no breakdowns of this. We're going to try to keep it concise, you know, around an hour. I said an hour last time. I think it went an hour and a half, I think. But we're going to try to make it like an hour. I'm going to try, kind of like my show during the weekday. Oh, it's going to be 2 hours. Oh, no. It ends up being like 3 hours and 15 minutes. We're going to try, okay? But we've got some really cool stuff. We're going to talk about Thanksgiving. I'm going to share some food. We're going to eat together. It's going to be fun. We're going to talk about, of course, a little bit of football, some lines, a lot of memes. I guess a lot of memes have been sent to me. And so I want to share those with you. And so a lot of these I may not have seen. It's going to be kind of a fun surprise. And I've saved the best for last. I've saved the best for last because today was not just Thanksgiving. Today was also the 18th anniversary of me and my wife getting married. And so we've been hooking it up now for many years. Oh, who's this behind me? Hold on. We got to go back to the main screen. Hold on a second. Let's get back there. I got to get this video off. I don't want it to start playing again. Oh, who's this? Oh, speaking of, you got to come over here so they can see you. Oh, look at this. So this is my wife. You got to get down so they can see you. You got to say hi to me. Yep, there you go. Yeah, that's Ailey. So anytime I mention Ailey, that right there, my mega hot half Korean wife, that's Ailey. And boy, she makes Papa purr all the time. But check this out. Now, it wasn't just made by you, was it? It was also...
No, it was all made by me.
It was all made... Wow. Okay, so look. We got ourselves some corn casserole right here. We've got ourselves some stuffing. We've got ourselves a roll.
Obviously, the roll is not made by me.
Does the roll have the garlic butter?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. All right, we got some gravy on some turkey. We've got some cranberry. We've got sweet potato casserole with some marshmallows. So we're going to eat this. I love you, by the way. I love you so much, baby. All right. So yeah, we are going to eat this while we look at memes. We're going to do it, man. I got to do it. Man. I'm so divided, though. I don't know what to start with. And I promise I'm not going to be gross, man. I'm not going to be like, like Nikocado avocado and all the weirdos that are eating on YouTube. I mean, these people make tons of money, but it is a kink. I mean, it's gross. I mean, they're eating, it's got like, nacho cheese dripping down their chin and stuff. And it makes me want to puke. I can't take that stuff. And I don't know people who can. They're like, oh yeah, that's great. That's how you know, man. That's how you know that it is definitely kink. I'm not going to be doing that. Okay. Not going to be doing that. It's not right to do. Oh, man. Okay, but before I take a bite of this, we got to get back to this screen here. Hold on. We got to get back to the screen. Okay. Now, this right here was, oh, whoa. Okay, look at that. Okay, there she is. That's my little T-Bear. That right there is my daughter. And love her like crazy. You can't tell anybody that we call her T-Bear. She doesn't like it when we tell everybody. It's like, Papa, that's your special name for me. You can't tell everybody. So we're going to keep it a secret. I've said it so many times on the air. So, T-Bear, I'm so sorry. People are going to know. They're going to know. But that's Teresa. That's Teresa Avila Lucille. And right here, she was actually dressed. And I should have shown this. I should have shown these pictures when we did the previous Unlisted episode, which we did on All Hallows Eve. Okay, because this right here was her outfit for school. So she wore this outfit. And what's awesome is that Ailey made these. So this one here, and she also made the one that is in the next picture with Athanasius. But this right here, Teresa Avila was being, I don't know, Teresa Avila. So there she is, looking super pretty. She's a pretty nun. She's doing a good job. It reminds me of that one when we were just watching yesterday. It doesn't remind me of that, but it kind of, made me think of it, I guess. Oh, yeah, same thing. So, like, we were watching Nacho Libre yesterday. And I like that. I don't know how that movie only has, it's like 5.8 stars on IMDb. I mean, I wanted to strangle somebody. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's a modern classic. I don't even know what you're saying. So we're watching it, and that one scene where he comes in, he's like, have you ever been attracted to a nun? Kind of thing. And I'm like, wow, dude. And I said, yeah, but she's pretty, right? Encarnacion. She's really pretty. I found out Encarnacion was also in episode 12 of the reboot of Twin Peaks. I didn't know that, and I'd seen the show, loved the show, but I didn't know that was Encarnacion. And so right here is my beautiful daughter, Teresa, dressed up as Teresa Avila. Now this next one, real quick. And then we're on to some Thanksgiving stuff, guys. And by the way, TNR, in the comments, man, super glad to see you, bro. Super glad to see you. I'm glad you tuned in, man, because this is not like going to be the normal, restreamed on a whole bunch of places. This is only at one place. And I don't like to even share the link directly, because then it's kind of making an unlisted video listed. So I share it from my website. And I know how algorithms treat that. And so it's kind of a little bit of a bummer. So whenever I see somebody in the comments, man, super excited about that. We'll get a lot on the replay, but we'll see how it turns out, man. I'm hoping a lot more people. So very, very, very grateful for that. Oh, and I guess I've been corrected. My wife is throwing herself under the bus. Here I am congratulating her and talking about how great she's done. And lo and behold, she says, no, I only made Teresa's cape with the clasp on it and Athens' beard with brown thing. With brown thing. With the sash? With the sash? Is that what you're saying? So, okay. So we're, going back here. So my wife is insisting that everybody knows she only made this cape, right? Everything else, okay. I don't know where she got. Where did she get it then? Where did she get it, man? And why are you throwing yourself under the bus? Nobody's going to fact check this. Nobody's going to fact check it, man. Oh, my gosh. Mahatma Gandhi said, stumbled upon your channel, immediate fan. Love the big Catholic family. Been reading Frank Sheed, Theology Insanity. Gives me so much hope. By the way, great author, great book. We have Theology for Beginners, I believe is what it is. I'm pretty sure that's Frank Sheed, right? Great, either way, great author, great read. And I'm really glad that you stumbled on the channel. And I'm glad you love it. And I hope you love this. It's different. I mean, it's not going to flow the same, as you can tell already. I mean, I'm going to be eating some food. In fact, I may as well just take a bite right now. I don't want to forget here. It's okay. I'm taking some corn cashew. And you guys are going to have to be okay with me eating and talking at the same time. It's part of it. I promise I'm not going to be spitting all blah, 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 blah. I'm not going to do that. Man, that's so good. Oh, my gosh. What's you guys' favorite dish, by the way? Oh, I got to eat more. What's your favorite dish for Thanksgiving? What is it? Oh, my gosh. That's so good. Okay. Okay, so here's Athanasius. He's our teenager. He's 13 years old. He'll be 14 in March. He's an amazing dude, an amazing young man, obviously very handsome. All our kids are darlings. They're all just, gorgeous, handsome people. Really, really amazing. But more than that, they have amazing hearts, really creative, super intelligent. They take after their mother. so and well behaved. So they definitely take after mama, man. They ain't taking after old Papa Bear. But they're well behaved. And this guy, he had this awesome outfit. And you can see the whole thing. I'll scroll down here. So you can see. Okay. I don't know about the socks, though. I don't know if the socks really go with that. It kind of ruins the whole thing. Why are you wearing socks, man? I guess it'd be gross if he's not. You know what I'm saying? So, but the thing is, maybe he needs a pair of flip-flops. But because they had those back then. But he didn't want to do this. He didn't want to have, he's like, I don't know. I feel like, it looks weird. And I'm like, bro, you're dressed like somebody from 2,000 years ago. Yes, you are definitely going to be looking a little bit weird. You ain't going to look very contemporary, okay? And he's like, I just don't know, man. I mean, the beard's kind of cool. And I'm like, kind of? What are you talking about, kind of, man? The beard's mega dope, dude. And guess what? Went to school, tied for first place, got a whole bunch of candy. And the thing is, tied for first place in the costume competition. And not only did he tie for first place, which he would have to split the candy, but the person who he tied with said she didn't want the candy. And so she gave him all the candy. And I'm like, bro, I told you in your face, son, you need to wear it. Mama knows what she's doing, dude. She knows what she's doing. That looks so dope. I wish my beard looked like that. I wish it did, but I had to start with that. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. Now I don't know if I want to eat my turkey. Was this a picture from our house? Is this a picture from our house? When your turkey serves more than 10 people. Oh no. By the way, did we have any protocols like that? I'm assuming that we did. We're living under the thumb of a totalitarian woman. She's the Empress of Michigan. Can't wait for her to get elected out or removed. Maybe by impeachment. It would be really great. I promised I wouldn't get very political though. I can't. Man, but that's just gross. That's just gross. And you know, she's looking evil. I mean, she's an attractive lady. I don't want to dog her too badly. She is an attractive lady. But, you know, the way she acts, it kind of does make it feel like this would be where she lives. In a turkey's rear end. Oh, goodness gracious alive, man. Oh, okay, yeah. So I don't know why she made a video of this. There's no audio. But it's a video. It shows you the pie that we had. And that's going to come down soon. Okay, when I'm done eating this stuff, and I got to keep mounting. I'm going to eat some of this. I love, let's see here. I got to eat some stuffing because I have to. My goal is to get as much of this down before the pie comes down. So I'm going to eat the stuffing. And by the way, guys, if you wake up, let's say, you know, a morning you can't sleep, and you wake up at 3:30 in the morning, and you go downstairs, and there is a plastic bag filled with, like, stuffing that's been smushed together. Do you just put your hand in it and start eating? Because I do. Oh, man, I do. Stuffing might be one of the greatest things that's ever been made. I think God made it himself. He's like, and I decided I'm going to make some stuffing. And that's just the way that goes. But as you can see, we had some pies. We had 2 pumpkin pies, chocolate pie. Oh, so good. And then we had some apple pie, some Dutch apple. And I'm going to eat some of that, man. But right here, oh, what the heck? What the heck is that? Oh. Okay, hold on. All right, I gotta put the audio on for this. So right here, this is from the Bannister family, right? This is Team Tiny Dancer stuff, man. Oh my gosh, hold on, there's more people. Look at this, Nathaniel Richards, dude, got a cup of tea tuning in, dude. Hey, check it, check it out, man. Oh, I've been guzzling on this bugger all day. I got my straw. I'm glad you got your tea, man. I'm glad you're tuned in. And look, Bethany. Oh, Bethany, good evening to you and happy anniversary. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. We you know, I love the family. I do. I loved the thumbnail that went with this video where Angela's saying, I love my man, and I'm saying I love my wife, and the kids are saying we love our wolf pack. Because it's true. It's true. We love each other. We're a strong family. We've been through crazy things together, and I am thankful all the time, every day. I'm thankful, and I don't always live it out. We'll talk more about that later. I don't always live it out, and I have to make some serious resolve, man, in my heart about some of this stuff because I want to rock it out, man. I want to rock it out, and I'm trying, you know, but I got other things. It's got to be well rounded. It's got to be well rounded. Speaking of well rounded, check this out.
Some children.
Okay, so right there. No, did you see my mother? Okay, my mother-in-law is up there. Okay, she was working on the food with my wife. So my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law were both there, and so we didn't have a big feast. Normally we would go to her house, but we decided to stay. In fact, this is the first time I think in our entire marriage. Well, at least since we moved back to Michigan, which I think 2004. So the first time since 2004 that we've actually had Thanksgiving at our home, you know. So it's been it was an interesting thing. And we decided they came over, her mom and her brother came over last night and spent some time. But right here you can see, oh no, what the heck? Right there is Ambrose. He's in the picture. We're going to have to refresh this screen here. Dude, that better work, man. That better work. What the heck? This is not good, man. This is not good because it got a little Louis. We gotta have this. What the heck is going on? I paused it. I paused it, man. Okay. I think I paused that one. Let's see here. Let's see here. We're gonna see if this works, man. It better. It better work. It better work. There we go. Look at that, guys.
Some children.
Look at that. There's Athanasius. There's little Louis. Yeah. Look at little Louis, dude. I love that little guy.
My mom and my brother.
Yeah.
And
there
all
you
this
go.
delicious food.
And check that out. I could watch that for a long time, but why do that when I can just simply eat it right now? Why do that when I can just eat it right now? I gotta save this one. Yes. I'm gonna make us save it. I'm gonna make us save it. Okay. Meme time, guys. Meme time. And by the way, very, very, very grateful for all of you in the comment sections talking about, ZZ Top, Lady Gaga, stuffing with gravy is the best. Yeah. Isn't it the best, man? I told Ailey, I said I want gravy on everything. Like except for the sweet potatoes. That would be kind of I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. I'm pretty risque with this stuff. But I don't know. But I feel a lot like this guy right here. She didn't put gravy on it though. It's killing me. My stuffing is just dry stuffing. It'll work. I'll make an exception. Normally I would be far more demanding. I'd be like, woman, get down here right now. You gotta, in fact, hold on. Hey, woman. She's gonna kill me. I can get away with this. We've been married so long. Woman, get down here right now. Get down here right now and bring that gravy. Bring Papa Bear that gravy. I said gravy on this stuffing. I'm in trouble. Oh, I love you, baby. Yo, but seriously, bring that freaking gravy down right now. Bring it down. Oh, okay. When you fill up on snacks, and then they bring out the turkey and stuffing. Oh, dude, yeah. And look at the face. Don't you do that? You're like, pushing it down really quick. Oh, man. I feel that way a little bit, though, when I feel, so you feel that way twice. You feel that way twice. She's insisting she didn't forget. She's in the comments. I didn't forget. Oh, you didn't forget? There's no gravy on the stuffing. There's gravy on the turkey. There's gravy on the turkey. Oh, man. Okay, here we go. I feel this way more than one time. By the way, what are you guys eating today? What's your favorite thing? Let me know. Let me know in the comment section. What's your favorite thing? And do you have anything strange, like weird, that you have incorporate into your Thanksgiving meal? Growing up, we had this stuff called, we just called it green stuff. It's like pistachio. It's got marshmallows. It's got pineapple. It's got, of course, pistachios. And it's green. And it's green. And it's very soft. And it's very delicious and good. And I have not had it in too long. And it's driving me nuts. I need it. I need it right now. In fact, I need it 24/7. Right in the veins. Right in the veins. Oh, but yeah, I feel this way. I feel that way twice. And I kind of worry a little bit, because I eat so much food on Thanksgiving. I'm like mounting it down. I'm eating the snacks ahead of time, and then the food comes out, and my cheeks are like this. I'm like, and then I'm like, okay, I can do this, guys. And I'm pacing myself. And I'm sitting there, I'm just at a nice pace and everything. And then all of a sudden, the pie comes out, and I'm once again, like this. And then I'm sitting there, and I'm eating all the pie. And I'm mounting down the cake or whatever we've got, the pudding, the green stuff, and I'm mounting it down, and then somebody comes out with, like, the coffee that comes in afterwards, and I'm like, and I'm feeling like that really, really, really big guy in the Monty Python film, that if he eats even one little piece of chocolate mint, he explodes. I feel that way. I'm like, I don't know about that coffee, man. I don't know, guys. It's pretty rough. It is pretty rough, man. CF says, I just caught Michael Matt at Remnant. You just caught Michael Matt at Remnant, and you came over here? Is he mukbanging? Is he mukbanging right now? If he is, dude, I stole it. How many Catholics are out there mukbanging, man? How many Catholics are out there mukbanging tonight? 100-year-old man smokes, drinks, and doesn't worry about what he eats. Okay, why is this in here? He's like, don't worry about it. You can eat as much as you want. He's like, I'm 100. I'm smoking like crazy. Like, really? You know, what is it, man? What is it? Some people, it's just the way it works for them. I don't know if that's like anything you want to really advise people, though, and be like, hey, I think that, you know, a good meal plan is smoke, drink, and pretty much eat anything you want. You can live 100 years old like this man here. And you're like, oh, I can? Okay. And you just end up being like bedridden with extreme emphysema. Diabetes and some lung cancer. And you're like, I listened to that old Chinese guy. And the thing is, you're like, yeah, truth be told, number one, he was lying to you. He's not really 100. He's actually 45. But he's been smoking and drinking and eating whatever he wants for so long, he looks like that. Oh, man. What's that? What in the comments, man? It says Monsieur. Oh, yeah, okay, yep. You're talking to the guy from Monty Python. Just a wafer thin mint? Yeah, exactly. What is this? What is this? Okay, he's got the remote control. Okay, I got him. He's having a good time. What does it say? The recipe said, let the turkey chill for a few hours. Why? Oh, dude, that's so fun, man. Whoever made this is having a good time. It's having a good time. And look, the turkey looks like he's having a good time. He's chilling. But he's drinking Coors. That looks like a classic Coors, though, doesn't it? Is that one of those kind of specialty edition classic Coors? What do they call it? Is it Coors? And dude, that phone, man, that's some old school looking junk, dude. What is that to your laser disc? He's like, I'm just watching, some Muppet Musicians of Bremen on the old laser disc. Okay. Chilling out. All right, no seconds till everyone had a plate. Me on my 4th round of turkey and gravy. Yeah. Dude, how many of you guys have done that where you go and you're eating, and especially like if you guys go out. Have you ever gone somewhere and you go and you're spending time with people and just having fun, and you're, at some party and they got food, and you go up and you eat some of the cheese and crackers, and then you see them open up the fried chicken, and so you're eating the fried chicken, and dipping your spoon into some of the baked beans and everything, and you go back because you're like, fried chicken's pretty good, I'll go ahead and go back, and you're surprised nobody's going, and then somebody's like, sir, I don't know if you realize this, you're not supposed to go up for seconds when nobody else has had a plate yet. And you're like, oh, dang. And secretly, privately, you're thinking, that's like my 4th wing I've had. That's my 4th. That's your 4th breast. You're like just eating all the breast. You're leaving the wings for other people. So what you're doing, man. That cat's doing it. Holy moly, son. Come at me, bro. This is an animal uprising picture. I should have been saved for tomorrow. That should have been saved for tomorrow, because that guy means business. That guy means business. And you want to know why he means business? Because I'm eating his brother. Because I'm eating his brother. And I'm like, in your face, dude. In your face, man. And he's like, don't do that. Don't do that in front of me. And I'm all slow motion like this. Yeah, man. I will get you. I'm going to get you back, Paleocrat. No, you won't, dude. No, you won't. I'm on to you guys' game. I'm on to you guys' game every day. Every stinking day. All right, man. I think this is the last one from the Thanksgiving file. Is it? Okay, hold on. I need to take a big old mouthful here. A big old mouthful of the sweet potato casserole. Okay? Oh. I have to back away from the mic. I can hear myself chewing. I can hear myself chewing right now. And it's gross. I don't like it. I don't like hearing people chew and swallow. It's one of those. That's why I don't like watching mukbang people. You know, and I don't mind eating, but normally I'm not hearing myself go. I don't hear that. Oh, that's so good, dude. All right, we have to settle it right now, guys. This is a question that has gone on for a long time. We have to settle this. What is better? Pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie? You decide. You decide. Whatever the vote is, right here, right now, it is settled forever. For everybody. It will have universal appeal. In fact, universal authority. We're going to say it's a very scientific poll. A very scientific poll. Yeah. Seriously, what's better? What do you guys think is better? I'll leave what I think is better until I read what you say. I don't want to prime you because I'm the one asking the question, so I can't do that. So, okay. 17 seriously uncomfortable Thanksgiving fails that are hard to forget. Okay. Instead of using pumpkin pie filling in the pumpkin pie, my mother-in-law used leftover jack-o'-lantern from Halloween. Oh, dude, no. That, and especially if it was like, yeah, jack-o'-lantern. So, like, you have the candle in there. You have the candle in there, and it's left out overnight and stuff like that. And then she's like, oh, hold on, I'll just grab the jack-o'-lantern, bring it on in, and scoop it out. And by the way, how do you guys feel about the texture of the inside of the pumpkins? When you're scraping it and stuff, and it's got that real fibrous stuff. Does that make you mad? Does it make you angry? Oh, somebody just threw into the comment section. And this is a sidebar, okay? Like, once we decide and once we settle the difference, like, which one's better, sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie, then we have to ask the next question, what is better, pumpkin pie or pecan? And the winner of that is going to have to go up against bean pie. And I'm actually really upset that we didn't have any bean pie this year. We used to get that. In fact, we got to get on the staff, you guys, get on bean pie immediately. We need it for Christmas. It's the best pie. So, okay. This BuzzFeed? What? Who's sending me BuzzFeed? Why? Is there any reason for anybody to go to BuzzFeed? Well, we're going to figure out. We're going to figure out right now. We're going to figure it out. So, okay. We recently shared a post in which people told us about their most memorably cringeworthy Thanksgivings. And they were random, hilarious, and cringeworthy indeed. So here they are. Number 1. We were hosting our first Thanksgiving in our new house when our plumbing failed so badly that the sewage was backing up into the shower. So guess who had to use the bathroom? Had to either go down the street to the gas station or pee in the backyard. Okay. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, I would be irate. I'd be so pure. Well, I mean, for one, give me a break. You know, you sit there and you're like, yeah, you got to go number 2. And all of a sudden it's coming up through the bathtub. Dude, it's not right. And why is this on here? Who sent this knowing I was mukbanging, knowing that I'm going to be eating some chocolate pie? I don't care. I can focus. I can make certain distractions go away. I can make horrible images that would normally play like a video reel or a horror film in my mind. I can make it go away. Breathe in, breathe out. I can do it. I can do it. Because that right there is a horror. That is terrible. By the way, I don't even care. What the heck? I need to click this thing off. Why is it even on there? I don't want that. It's okay. So that's pretty bad. Is that the only... Okay. Yeah, okay. Well, that was an old one. Well, our readers chimed in with their own stories and tales. They were just as memorable. Okay, so now we're at the place here. That's the jack-o'-lantern one. All right, here. Let's see. Number 2. My mom thought she'd already put the turkey on the table. So she pressed the clean oven button so it would clean while we ate. It wasn't until everyone had their side dishes on their plates that we realized the turkey was still in the oven and it was locked shut during the cleaning process. The turkey ended up catching fire, filling the whole house with smoke, and we had to call the fire department and evacuate the house for 4 days. How do you know that's true? Do you even believe that, guys? Do you believe that? I would say it's as unbelievable as Home Alone, but I recently know somebody, man, who ended up leaving somewhere. I won't say where. I won't do it. I'm not going to out them because they may be tuning in. But man, they left. They left this group gathering. They left, and their son was still where we were. I don't even know how far they. In fairness, this family has like an entire small village of children. I mean, tons of kids, right? A massive vehicle and stuff. So I can imagine. It really was kind of the Home Alone moment. But this right here, do you believe it, guys? Do you believe that any of the men in that house would have allowed that? They'd been like, where's the turkey? I don't know. Maybe she got to it beforehand. In fairness, maybe she got to it beforehand. Number 3. One year, my mom set out frozen turkey out in the garage to defrost. Well, on Thanksgiving morning, she went to retrieve it and found our 120-pound black lab passed out next to the carcass, having eaten a 20-pound raw turkey in just a few hours. He was fine, but we had to serve KFC to our entire family that year. That's a reasonable trade-off. That's a reasonable trade-off. Like obviously turkey is a big deal and stuff, but if someone said, hey, the dog ate the turkey, and I'd be like growling and looking all mean and kind of scary at the dog, looking at it like, buddy boy, I'm real mad now, kind of thing. And if my wife said, hey, we got to go to KFC, we're getting that, I would just look and say, I think you were onto something. I think you were onto something. Oh, I like turkey, but come on, man. Come on, KFC. I like that stuff, man. Number 4, one year, my aunt made Jell-O with champagne and didn't tell anyone. All us kids and my great-grandma thought it tasted strange, but hey, Jell-O is Jell-O when you're a kid. We had a whole bowl before an adult noticed. Oh, yeah, you were blown out. You were blown out, man. Yeah, doing Jell-O shots with Grandma. Why wouldn't Grandma say that? I understand, Jell-O shots and stuff. I like Jell-O shots. I like those Jell-O gummies, or the alcohol gummy stuff, too. Yeah. And number 5 is my first Thanksgiving in my home with my husband. We bought a rolling pin to make pies. Well, at the dinner table, my mother-in-law joked to my husband, you'd better be careful now that she's got a rolling pin or she'll whack you with it. I responded jokingly, nah, he's fine. I've had a cast iron frying pan for months now, and that would be my weapon of choice. Why did that even get included? Why did that get included, honestly? Honest to goodness. That's such a played-out joke, man. I'm sorry, lady. I normally give extra points. Ladies, we love the ladies here at the show. We do. In fact, I think the majority of our listeners are, in fact, the ladies. I love that. Love that, man. We got a lot of the ladies tuning in. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about the show, but they love it. But this one, come on, man. Come on. You got to be better than that. Number 6, one year I pulled the rack out of the oven and the roaster fell out, sending the turkey sliding across the floor. Was 8 months pregnant, and I laughed so hard I peed on herself. That's gross. I don't want to hear any more about this. I don't want to hear any more about this, man. And by the way, Zinc Blue, hello to you, Zinc Blue. I'm happy to see you. I am. Yes, I love seeing all the different people coming in. And some of the people who come in during the weekdays and stuff and comment, I'm really grateful, Zinc, that you tuned in. I'm really, really grateful for that. Which also means, by the way, that you must have gone to the .com, and I'm really excited about that. Let's see here. CF said, I had an ex who baked a turkey without realizing that the moisture sealing bags were special bags and just baked it in a plastic vegetable bag. Oh, dude. How dry was it, man? How dry was it, dude? How bad was it? Oh, all right. Oh, more Thanksgiving fails. But here's the thing. Would you eat that? When you guys go to the store, do you guys ever go to the store and buy rotisserie chicken? If a rotisserie chicken has that much black on it, I am buying it. That's what I like the most. Now, this might be a little too much. Not too much coloration, but it looks like it's pretty dry, man. It looks like it is getting pretty. Oh, wow. Okay, that's like the Catwoman costume. That's like the Catwoman costume, isn't it? Oh my gosh, man. Michelle Pfeiffer, Catwoman, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think the turkey is doing that. The turkey's doing it. Well, you know, maybe we busted a bad guy. You never know. Maybe this is what it's actually about. You never know. And that's it. Oh, what? Why? Who thought that was a good idea? Who thought this was a good idea? And man, by the way, those are some massive tentacles, man. What the heck, dude? You know, I buy, yesterday I had squid. We have a Korean store here in town, and we really enjoy going there. They make amazing food, and, you know, they not only have that, they have a grocery store, so we like to go and get all sorts of stuff. I had a kind of a rice, what do you call it, rice milk? It's not rice milk, but it's delicious, and it's got rice in it. It's really, really good, really, really sweet. I had that, and I had extremely spicy squid, and I've had octopus and stuff like that. But man, they never sent anything. How great would it be if they just like plopped in a massive tentacle like that? Oh, dude, I would like ask if I could just, you know, pitch a tent outside and every day wake up and crawl my way in and say, I'm here for the tentacle. I'm here for the tentacle. Just give me one, man. Just give me one. What is this? What is that? Cheese battle to see who gets to cook it for Thanksgiving. Yeah, okay, that's a lot of cheese. Both of you need to be in Dude, that's sacrilege. And by the way, I got to, now that I've seen that, I got to eat this. Okay. And by the way, I need someone to come down. And you guys got to bring me some of that pie. I'm going to eat a lot of that pie. Oh my gosh. Rice punch. Rice punch. Yeah. All right, man. Yeah, let's see here. Okay. Yep, skip that. Okay. By the way, are you guys, do they even have Black Friday this year? Or is it just another one of those things that, you know, the new normal says no? And how many of you guys actually do Black Friday? How many of you do it? I've done it a couple times. Hold on. That is so good. It's the garlic butter, man. And the rolls. And then, what are they? Hawaiian rolls? I love Hawaiian rolls. I'm not going to lie. It's so stinking good. And, you know, I told the kids, like, you need to get some orange juice or something. I'm like, just give me the jug. Just give me that jug, son. Oh, man, I hope you guys are enjoying the food, too. I hope you are enjoying the food. But how many of you guys do Black Friday? I've only done it a couple times. And one time it was actually for reporting. You know, like I did some reporting and interviewed some people and wrote kind of this gonzo styled, it wasn't sort of, it was totally gonzo. A gonzo styled piece about my experience and the people in the crowd and the frenzy that ended up happening. It was a whole bunch of fun. Okay, hey, it's Thanksgiving. Shouldn't you be in Detroit losing a football game right now? Okay, so we're now at the place. It's inevitable, guys. We've eaten the food. Okay, we're reliving this. This is like Thanksgiving 2.0 here on the show. So you go ahead and you eat your food. You clean up the plates. You've had your corn casserole. You've had your green bean casserole. You've had your cranberry sauce and everything, like the flappy kind, right? That's my favorite, by the way. I do like it when it's kind of chunky and stuff and everything. You got like cranberries in it, but I don't know what people have against just, you know, the big blob of Jello-looking cranberry sauce out of a can. I think it's authentic and homemade. Oh, okay. Hold on. We got to get you in the frame. It's okay. Okay, let's get you back to the main here. All right. As you can see, this is my teenage son, Athanasius. You may not recognize him. Last time you saw him, he had a beard. In fact, a very, very long beard. And so you may not recognize him, but this is my guy. Super psyched about him. And after the show, we have to talk. Yeah. So we have to go ahead and talk. He's on a new medication. I'll talk about it on a different time on the show. And it's actually really exciting. It's not one that we're too bummed out about. In fact, I talked about the MRI that we had to do with him, and I talked about the study on the pituitary gland that we had to do and stuff like that. And so we'll talk more about that tomorrow on the live show. But this is what he brought down. Okay, now I don't know. Let me see if I can get this zoom on here. I don't want it to fall. That's the only thing, man. I don't want it to fall. Let's see if I can get it up there. Oh, okay. So I got chocolate pie. Okay. I've got the chocolate pie. I've got the pumpkin pie. And I've got myself some of this apple pie. Dutch apple. And you even put some whipped cream, dude, all over the place. Really, really good. Dude, you didn't put whipped cream on the apple pie. No, I'm kidding. Get out of here. I love you, man. I love you, buddy. I love you, bro. And I love you guys. I'm really glad you're just having fun with me, man. This is not the normal show. We're just having fun. And yeah, we'll talk more about the medication regimen. You know, it's a simple thing, but it's a shot. And so he has to have a shot every single day. And they kind of want it around the same time, so, you know, it keeps me on track today, actually. Keeps me on track, because he wants me to give it to him. Oh, man. Pumpkin pie. What are you guys eating? Let me know in the comments, man. Let me know what you guys are eating, man. That pumpkin is so good. I'm now on to the apple pie. Let's do this, yeah. Okay. So, we've eaten our food at Thanksgiving. We've eaten our food. We're super gorged out. We go and we sit down on the couch, turn on the TV, and you see some football, if you're even watching it anymore. I don't really watch it anymore, although I do make an exception for Halloween. I think it's only because I'm in Michigan. If I didn't live in Michigan, if Detroit Lions had zero significance to me at all, I don't think I'd ever tune in. Or the Bears, you know what I'm saying? And but being with Detroit, you just have to. And it's one of those things, man, like a discipline in your life. And by discipline, I mean one of the corded, knotted things with glass or bone or rock. You're sitting there lashing yourself. That's kind of the function and the role of the Lions. I heard somebody today from Detroit who was just very, very forthright about it and saying, like, the Lions, you know, they may not even be necessarily an NFL quality team. And he's got a point. I mean, it's a bummer, but I mean, give me a break. Give me a break. It's like, you know, no offense, it's kind of like, you know, Notre Dame being in, you know, the big leagues and stuff and being ranked the way they are. It's kind of like, well, you know, I don't know about that. I don't know about that, man. Let's see. In the comments, you know, people say how good pumpkin pie is, but why does the only pumpkin pie require a bucket of whipped cream? Just saying. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's, you know, some things go good together like that. Some things go good together like that. Kind of like brownies. Like, I guess you can eat brownies without ice cream, but it's offensive. It's offensive. You're like, you get, somebody hands you a brownie, you know, and it's not a magical one. It's just a normal one. And they hand you a brownie. And you're like, oh, what's this? And they're like, oh, it's dessert. It's a brownie. And you're like, I don't think so. No, brownies have ice cream on them. And they're like, we don't have ice cream. And I'm like, no, you don't have brownies. So that's just what it is. Maybe pumpkin's the same thing. I got to say this, though. I got to say, in the debate over pumpkin pie and sweet potato pie, for me, sweet potato pie wins. It does. Woo, okay. Yeah, I almost am glad this thing just kind of like went down. Oh, no. So, okay. What does it say? Some idiot killed Cecil the random lion and everyone loses their mind. These lions get killed every year and nobody bats an eye. Dude, isn't that true? Doesn't that rile you up, guys? It's the same stinking thing. It's the same thing. Oh, yeah, so Cecil's dead. I get it. But the lions, they are killed and brought back and killed again. People are like, oh, yeah, it's like beating a dead horse. I know it is. I know it is. Isn't that offensive? Doesn't it make you mad? Why aren't people out protesting that? Makes no sense, man. It makes no sense, guys. I mean, this is, you know, protest worthy. I'm waiting to see. That's why I don't believe some of these people when they're out there, the click-clacktivists, the clickety-clickety, clackety-clackety activist type. I don't even believe them because they'll be out there talking about lions, talking about endangered animals, talking about water and stuff like that with, you know, lead in it, but they don't care. They don't care that every year America's team has made a mockery of it. I couldn't even hold that in. Oh, dude. Yeah. Oh, there's only a certain threshold of dumb that I can say out loud without just totally, you know, losing it. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Another one? See, this is the other thing. It's like they don't just... Why not just make one meme? Why so many, guys? Why so many? What do the Detroit Lions and Possums have in common? What do you guys think? Both play dead at home and get killed on the road. Oh, okay. I mean, it's at least a little more original than I anticipated. I didn't think that was going to be a very original one. I figured the dead play dead thing, but killed on the road. That's a good one. That is a good one. Oh, and it's so true, by the way. It's so true. Oh, and now we're at this part here. We are at this part, guys. And I'm really happy about this, okay? Do you see that beautiful lady over there? Do you see her? Her name is Angela. And she's the most important, most amazing, most exciting, most affectionate, most motherly and attractive and just all around amazing person I've ever known. She's my wife. And 18 years ago on this day, the two of us got married. And, you know, it's kind of a crazy thing because it's been a wild ride. I mean, I've played before the video that's called, I think, Marriage and Madness. It was a speech that I did. A speech that I did many years ago on Valentine's Day about my wife. And it's a very emotional one. I won't play it again here, okay? Because I don't want to be bawling my brains out. I don't want to do it, man, because it makes me cry every time. And in fact, it's one of, I think I've had 2 speeches in my life where I didn't anticipate, not that I didn't intend, but I didn't anticipate crying, okay? I didn't anticipate it, but it happened. And when it happened, it was nuts. It was like so intense that I couldn't keep going. That speech is one of them. And the other one I've never shared. Maybe I'll share it tomorrow because I'm going to talk about anniversary stuff tomorrow too for the main show, right? I can't not do that. That wouldn't really be fair. I got to talk to the people on the main show who may not have done the right thing and come here tonight. They're like, oh, I didn't know. And I'm like, because you don't go to the website. Because you are not subscribed. You busted yourself, man. Shame on you. You know, so we'll talk about it. But there was another speech that I did. And I've done a lot of speeches. I've done, you know, not including sermons, not including lectures, strictly just speeches. We're talking, you know, probably 50 or more. Like ones in front of ranging from rather decent sized crowds to even ones that are done in pretty small venues in front of, like, let's say, homeschool networks and stuff like that. And so, you know, all different speeches. But I did this one. We were in Muskegon, and I'm there, and I'm talking about our family, and it was in the loss of our daughter, and I forget what it was called. The name of the speech. It was, you know, Super Friends or something. It had something to do, I think, with Super Friends. Maybe. But we talked about Super Friends. We talked about pillow blankets, the tradition that we have, and I retold a story about my daughter and responding to someone who was making fun of Samantha, my firstborn, and making fun of the way that she walked around. And my daughter T-Bear, Teresa, said, you know, don't do that. My sister has cancer. And when I said that day, I've never experienced anything other than talking about my wife where that's happened, where it's so intense in the moment and so overwhelming in the moment that I it's almost like having a panic attack. Like, you don't know, you're trying to stay professional. I've done this so long, and you're trying to stay professional, and you're trying to do a good job. And you know, it's okay to cry a little bit, but there are certain emotions that well up inside that, you know, man, you're hosed. Like, you're bordering on that place where, like, you know, you're people crying and trying to sing at the same time, and it's the worst thing in the world. That's kind of like, I was getting to that place, and I'm like, no, it's not good. This is not good, man. And I had to actually step away completely. And it was sudden and abrupt, and I had to step away completely from the microphone. And I came back, and I shared an audio of that about me just describing that one segment. And it's really emotional. A lot of our Tiny Dancer videos are just tearjerkers. You need boxes of tissues, right? You know, boatloads of them, all crying and stuff. But that thing about my wife, it's one of these things where she means so much to my heart. And she's put up with so much crap. She's put up with me. She married a wildly manic media guy. I mean, that's just what it is. I'm bipolar. Yeah. So I'm bipolar. Yeah, okay, they're going to bug me. I'm bipolar, and I'm like, okay, it's okay. What were you going to say?
We forgot about this.
I didn't forget about it. Yeah, she's talking to me about the medicine. Yeah, I know. Can it wait 15 minutes?
Are you going to play that?
What's that? Yes, I'm going to play right now.
Can you do it while you're playing it?
Okay, this is really casual, guys. I hope you forgive me, man. In fact, hold on. You know what I'll do? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to find this video real quick because I know that I've saved it. The one where I talk about my wife, because you may have never actually heard that. You may have never actually heard the video where I talk about my wife. And so I got to warn you, okay? I got to warn you. You may as well. It's an echo of my heart. None of it has changed. But I got to warn you, okay? Not only does it tell the story of how we met, so it seems appropriate, it also gives me time. It gives me a couple minutes that I can go ahead and I can work real quick with my son to make sure that he gets his medication. Because you got to do it. You got to do it. And we can't wait too long. And, it's, we're already pushing it right now. And so I got to do what I got to do. And so I'm really grateful that this is an informal thing. And so make sure you get your pie. Make sure you get your food. Make sure you get your pie. Don't go anywhere. Listen to the story about my amazing wife and listen to my heart, because I was speaking from my heart then. And that sound of my voice and the sound of my heart in that room echoes even louder through me today. And so I hope that you enjoy it. So we're going to go ahead. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to go ahead because I believe that it is simply one of these videos that I downloaded actually recently because I wanted to drop it in so that I could go ahead and show it on the show. And so I believe that it should be, let me see here. What's this? There we go. Yeah, I did it. Okay. Some details of these stories will be things that All right, hold on. I'm going to maximize the screen so that way you can go ahead and see it. Stretch it out. We're going to go ahead and fit it to the screen. All right. And then we are going to go ahead and play the video right now. Some details of these stories will be things that I've never divulged publicly, and I'm going to present it from my heart. I hope that you enjoy and that you appreciate the sounds of vulnerability. During leave from the Navy in the spring of 2002, I met a woman at the ball joint in Battle Creek. She was super sexy, looked kind of Asian. Better yet, she was standing near the billiards table, which is my second favorite sport, right between golf and chess. She was obviously wooed by my charm and my navy blues because she drove my drunk ass home. And the days of leave that followed were filled with holding hands, kisses on the cheek, and a lot of dancing, and some alcohol. Then on one of my last days at home, this beauty queen called me really, really early in the morning, and she was talking about bringing me lunch. Now, I don't remember any of it at all. I don't remember the conversation. It was a pretty tough night. But I remember being nudged, and I heard these sweet little whispers, and as I opened my eyes, I saw her kneeling by the couch. I'm laying down on the side of the couch, and so I have this horizon line, and she's right above it, so I can see her. She said, "Do you know who I am?" And I'm thinking, yeah, I know who you are. I've been seeing you for days at least. Obviously, it was a ridiculous question. She said, "Are you mad I'm here?" No, not one tiny bit. "Are you hungry?" "Yeah, I'm starving." And let me say right here, I really, really liked how this conversation was going. Like, the entire morning with this woman was amazing. And then at that moment, she lifted, right over the horizon line of the couch, she lifted a big and beautiful bag of Burger King. Her next question changed my life forever. "Do you want a chicken Whopper?" This immediately hurled me into a trance-like vision of the Burger King. He entered to the tune of Wagner's bridal chorus, surrounded by adoring animal friends. It was quite a sight, really. And the smell, oh my God, the chicken sandwich. But in that majestic moment, I told myself, I'm going to marry this woman. 9 months later, in the common room of a beautiful mansion near the submarine base in New London, that's in Connecticut, Angela became my wife. We enjoyed a night of billiards at the renowned Gold Crown, and we made sure to order our favorite Chinese food. But I'm a man of many issues. First, it was a mental breakdown, one that resulted in me being discharged from the military. I was under evaluation for 2 weeks. It was a private facility, and Angela missed but only 1 or 2 of those sessions. The facility was an hour away, and we only had an hour together every time. But she would dress so pretty. She smelled like Victoria's Secret. And she reassured me in that dark place that she loved me and that she was committed to us. She was with me through drugs and women, a highly politicized felony trial, wild conspiracy theories, the mortification of lashing my back with a discipline I knotted from rope, as well as my second visit to the mental hospital in 2010. She had so many legitimate reasons to leave me to the demise of my own vices, but she chose differently, believing in me when I was totally unbelievable, when no one believed in me, and for good reason. She had some serious tough love, and a lot will forever and ever be on the line. But she's a heroine, and her loving sacrifice and commitment are what history's greatest legends are made of. It's more than her love for me, though. Since the moment our eldest daughter, Samantha, was born, I've witnessed a woman with days filled from beginning to end with the services of motherly love. The way she rears the children, the bazillion ways she takes care of our home, as well as her gracefully handling the lifestyle of being married to a self-made and sensationally manic media man. She puts up with a whole bunch of crap, believe me. More than that, and most important, is that she loves and respects herself, pursuing independent professional goals, exercising, eating healthy, always making time for leisure, and lots of mama and papa time at night. I know what she means when reminding me in love that I must be able to function without her. It's an inside joke with an obvious truth. But our firstborn Samantha, the bearer of her middle name, died of brain cancer, and the grave is going to swallow every single one of us. My heart and my life story have been entwined with this woman for 15 years. And we've lived more than almost anyone I've ever known. Sex, drugs, what's trying to be rock and roll, religion and apostasy, childhood cancer, and all the crazy adventures of Team Tiny Dancer. Speaking of Sammy and Team Tiny Dancer, and I absolutely must, she's one of the most influential people I've ever known. And the lessons of love that I learned from her over the years are countless. She was one of those kids. Way too smart, way too emotionally mature for her age. She loved people. And she wanted to be loved by everyone. Many of her stories are going to be published in the book that I'm currently writing, but I want to speak of a few things directly here. Now, for one, thank you guys. Thank you for loving our family. And I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the show. I want to thank not just this show, but all the different ones, man. I'm on every day. Somebody's talking to me today and they said, "How do you do it?" How do you do it without losing your voice? And I'm like, I have lost my voice many, many times. But I get up in the morning. You know, I stay up late. I'm reading these articles after the show. I'm not going to bed. I'm not, you know, I have to stay up and I have to go and research some articles. I've got to highlight things for tomorrow. I've got to put them in an order so that it's coherent. And then I got to go to bed. And then in the morning, I wake up and I know what I've got ahead of me. But the thing is, my wife and my children, and the example that my daughter Samantha gave to us in her life and her death, that is what motivates me every single day. And at the core of all of those things, at the core, in fact, at the very genesis of it all, is that woman, is the woman you see right there. Is the woman you see. And right as I say that, there was a spider. There's a spider on the wall. Oh, the timing of that. Whoa! Dude, you don't even know. I'm looking at it, see this thing moving out of the corner of my eye, and I'm like, dang, what's this crap? That was very inappropriate. That was very inappropriate. This is my house, man. It's on my show. You came into my territory. If I was small enough to get stuck in yours, you'd eat me alive. It's the circle of life, guys. It's the circle of life. And at the beginning of the circle of our family's life is this woman. And is this woman who has been the most amazing person. You know, and she's amazing in ways that it never ceases to confound me. You know? It's one of those things where you know, there's the multiple layers. It's like those onions, right? You just peel away and there's more and more layers and more layers to this woman. And I never grow tired of learning more and more about her and seeing as she develops and as she matures. As she's grown into the woman that she is, I'm more excited every single day to see the woman she's going to become. She was quiet in school, you know. She was quiet, kept a lot to herself, played a few sports, but, you know, wasn't, you know, super athletic or anything like that. She didn't have a boyfriend. In fact, I am her first boyfriend. And she married me. And I am grateful to God every single day that she did. Because the truth is, guys, I don't deserve her. And you know that. You guys know it. You've been tuning in long enough. You know that I do not deserve this woman. Nothing I have done in my life could qualify as saying that I have earned, you know, her love and stuff like that. At least not in my mind. Apparently to her, right? I'm really grateful. I don't know. I must have pulled the wool pretty thick over her eyes, man, but she loves me to this day. And if she didn't, and if she wasn't there, I wouldn't be the man I am right now. I'd be afraid, in fact, to think of the man I'd be. Because I've seen the man I've been through the years, and I've seen the influence that she's had. When I've gone through those really dark times, I'll love with you guys. Last thing I'll say, we got to move on. Last thing I'll say about this, okay? And I want to show this video because this is from her Facebook page, and she tagged me this morning. I was really, really happy to see what she said. It brightened my day right away, just boom. As soon as I woke up, 10:30. But the thing is that when I decided to come back and to do stuff on a microphone, and it was before the live show. I decided a couple years ago. I took a year and 4 months where I didn't make any videos, no podcasts, no blogs, no articles. I did no interviews, radio interviews, no Skype interviews, no nothing, no panel discussions, no speeches, no social media posts, no nothing. And during that time, it was a spiritual advisement. It wasn't penance, but it followed penance, and it was a spiritual advisement that was added, right? It was added to the penance that I received because I'd been away. I was an apostate, and I wasn't just an apostate. I was antichrist. I was against God, and it was her influence, in fact, along with the children, okay, and along with our daughter who's in heaven. It was those influences that really led me back to where I am right now. But there was a time where I didn't know what I was going to do. I was like, what am I going to do? Do I want to go back on radio? Is that even what I want to do anymore? Do I want to write for a newspaper? I can't imagine that. I can't even imagine. Do I want to freelance? It was an option. Do I want to do public speaking and debate? I love doing it. Okay, and I'm good at it. I've done it for years of my life. And so, highly qualified, I would be able to do it. But what do I want to do? And I finally decided, I said, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do something, but it's going to be different. It's going to be called Paleocrat Diaries. And it's not just going to be about politics. It's going to be about everything. It's going to be about God. It's going to be about politics, economics, culture, science, whatever's on my mind. Family, 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 family first. It's going to be. It has to be. It has to be or I won't do it. If I can't speak from my heart and talk about the people that I love and make that not just, something on the outside. I know tons of people who that's what they do. I know tons of people in this business that they don't make the family. They don't make their home even part of what they do. And I get it. I mean, some of it, I understand some of that. But a lot of these guys that are just out there talking, they're talking about everything under the sun. And yet they barely ever mention their family. And I said, no way, man. No way, because ultimately my family is what defines me. My family is what saved me. My family. And the way that God spoke through my kids and the way that God spoke through my daughter Samantha, the way that God spoke through my wife pulled me out of muck and mire completely. Because I was drowning in it. I was drowning in it. And the idea that they would just be kind of a thought over to the side, compartmentalized from what I do, I would refuse. I would turn off the microphone, turn off the camera, and walk away. Because my family means more to me than anything else in this world, apart from Jesus Christ. That's just the way it is. So I'm really grateful that you tune in. Because this isn't a normal show, is it? It's not. It's not a normal show. There's a lot of people. They're like, dude, and it's not just the weirdness of the funny memes and stuff. It's not just that. It's the idea that it's not like, you come in and you say, like Tim Pool, for example. I'll just use him as an example. I like Tim Pool. I like his stuff. I'd love to meet him one day. I think it'd be great. I think we'd have a lot in common. I'd love to be on a show. Wouldn't that be great, guys? We need to push that. You guys need to advance that cause. I'm trying really hard, man. I'm doing my part. But the way he starts out, and so many other people who start out, like the quartering, same thing. They start out and they say, hello, everybody. This is what we're going to talk about. Boom, boom, boom. And it's over. Right? And they stick to that. This show here is literally all over the map. It's super bipolar, just like its host. It is. And it's a mix of professional and personal. It's a mix of politics and religion. It's a mix of science and culture. It's a mix of activism and journalism. It's a mix of what is out there that is in the mind and that, lights my mind on fire, and what is in my home that makes my heart come alive. That's what it is. And I by the way, in the comment section, CF says Tim Pool used to be Catholic. I had no idea. I've been following him for a long time. We were both covering Occupy at the same time. He's one of the guys I began referencing his work back even before he bought his first drone, when he was covering Occupy, which that was kind of something that made the Occupier people real tick. They didn't like that he bought that, and that kind of, there's a lot of people that didn't like that, and but I was covering his stuff back then. So okay, I'm going to show this video of my wife. Actually, let's see. Can I see the status update first? I will love Jeremiah Bannister forever. Plus. Yes. I love you, baby. I hope you're listening, Angela. And I hope you know that I love you with all my heart. I hope you know that I'm sorry for all of the things that I've done that were wrong. And that I'm sorry even now when I make mistakes. And that you deserve the very best from me. And you also inspire it within me. And I know I've got a lot of shortcomings, and I have a lot of failures. But I want you to know that your love is what encourages me, not just to recognize those things, but to resolve deep inside my bones that I'm going to change. And that I'm going to continue to do the very best I can, because the truth is, Angela, I love you. I love you with all of my heart. And I don't look at the camera very often either, And I'm hoping that you're looking back at me. Because I love you, woman. And I want to thank you for loving me. For 18 years putting up with me. For 18 years. And here we go. No. Here, hold on. Let's get this back here. I want to see if I can zoom in even bigger. Can we? Oh, that's maybe too big. No. Come on. There we go. We'll just put it right there. Okay? We'll just put it right there. Look at her. It's on the radio. I don't know if she chose those pictures, but those are good, man. And those are all from really cool times and really cool places. It's a good sample, in fact, of a good sample of our family and our love with each other. So, okay, before we go, I wanted to share at least, okay, a couple memes. Let's see this one real quick, and because I don't want to end up off, on the most sentimental thing. Plus, I haven't eaten too much of this pie. And let me say this too. Before we even go, I'm really grateful that you guys were cool with me taking a moment and stepping away to take care of the medicine with my son. Okay, it's a shot, and he gets nervous about it, and he trusts me. He said, "I want you to do it." And so it was getting later and later and later, and the truth is, I had to do that. And so I'm really grateful. And you're seeing right into my life. I mean, this is why this is unlisted. You're seeing this wouldn't happen ordinarily, but this is something that you see, kind of like, me eating this pie. Because I got to eat more of this pie right now. I got to do it, man. I got to eat more of this pie before we end, man. I got to do it. In fact, I don't even know why I'm using a fork anymore. I'm just going to shove it all in my mouth. Hold on. I swore I wouldn't do this. I gotta do it. I gotta do it, man. Okay, 16th wedding anniversary. I guess you can just say things are getting pretty serious. It's the 18th, so yeah. We're talking real serious, man. We're talking real serious, son. Okay. This right here is going to be the last one here. Hold on, what's this? Bride shirt? Is this the bride shirt one? No. I hope I didn't ruin that, man, because I just let it play. I'm hoping I didn't ruin that. Let's see. We'll go down here, because sometimes if you go down a little further and stuff, I actually mentioned that. Oh, it's TikTok. Why is it always on TikTok, guys? Why is it always on TikTok? Is it gonna play? This better play, man. Okay, a video uploaded on TikTok. Maybe there's an actual link to the TikTok video. Oh.
So me and my husband's minister went off script.
Okay, so here we go. We're gonna zoom in on this, and then we're gonna head out, guys. Okay. Oh. Can I make that bigger, please? Oh, come on, man. I don't know why it's not letting me get it bigger, because normally it would. Oh, there we go. Okay, there we are. Oh, good, man. I was kind of getting worried, guys. I was kind of getting worried. So here we go. I'm gonna try to mound down this food. I have my pumpkin pie. I've got my chocolate cake, because after this, guys, after this video, it's over. I'm gonna save some stories for tomorrow. Oh, and I'm sorry also that the video that I showed of the speech is not the video I intended. It is the speech, but I have a video version of that actually goes through the whole story. I may play that tomorrow, or I may play the one where I talk about the family that I said it got really emotional, and it was the one about pillow blankets and super friends and stuff like that. And so I don't know, we'll find out, but it's gonna be a blast. You're gonna want to make sure we're gonna do it again tomorrow. Tomorrow during the day, we're back at same bad time, same bad channel, and so really grateful. But I'm gonna eat this pie as fast as I can. I got 47 seconds. I got 47. So you got to do it, man. Mound down that pie, guys. Get it ready to go. We got to make it happen. Okay, raise that pie high to the sky. Ow! You got to do it. We're howling at heaven right now. We're howling at the moon. It ain't the sun. Well, the sun is somewhere. The sun's always somewhere, man. It's always up somewhere on the planet. Okay. So here we go. We're going to watch this video right now. I'm glad you guys are along for the ride, and I'm glad that our wedding is, simple as it was, it didn't end up like this. So here we go.
So me and my husband's minister went off script during our ceremony, and then this happened.
Hallelujah. It's been used for centuries to celebrate beautiful unions, and this blessed be short. From my heart to yours, here you go.
Oh, you may now kiss the bride. Okay. Okay, yeah, you may now kiss the bride. They're letting you now. Oh my gosh, guys. I was laughing so hard I couldn't eat it. I got close, man. I got close. Actually, you know what? No, hold on. We got to do it. I got to mount it down right now before we go. I'm allowed to do this. I'm allowed to do this. Here we go, guys. If you have more of that pie, you better eat that pie right now. If you have cake, you better eat that cake right now. Right now, guys. Straight to the gut. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? I did this straight to the gut. It's like boom, 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 boom. I almost wanted to leave it on like theme music. Oh my gosh, come on. Stay focused. Chocolate cake, chocolate pie is down. All I got left is this pumpkin pie. I saved the best for last. I don't know, man. That chocolate, that chocolate cake was good. Oh man. Oh man. I hope you guys have had fun mukbanging. Yeah, this was a fun time. Yeah, Bethany says this was a fun time. Thanks for sharing. Sleep tight. See you bright and early. Yes. See you bright and early, girl. Okay, here we go. Oh, I got so dry though. Oh man. I don't know, guys. Pumpkin pie. Oh, I need to. I don't want to drink. Okay, coffee is better. Pumpkin pie is better if it's got that graham cracker crust, right? Or whatever that is. Is it graham cracker, granola? What is it? This is the kind of this like dry and tan. All right, man. Make sure if you like this video, if you had a really fun time with this video, make sure to share it with your friends because the video, and share it if you can, please. Share it from the .com. Share it from Paleocratdiaries.com. Okay, and it'll be in the description. I'll put it in the description of the video once this is over. I'll go ahead and I'll put it in there. And make sure to share it. And if you're not a member already, become a member. If you want to support the team here. And by the way, just so you know, if you want to be a volunteer, if you love what we do and you're like, man, I wish this was like, all over the place. If you want to be a volunteer or you want to serve as a contributor, and by volunteer, we're not talking chump stuff, or people who are contributing. We're talking people who would even manage social media accounts. Because you guys know, I say it all the time. I hate social media. I don't like it. I don't like getting on there and stuff like that. But if somebody else is good at it, or editing clips, so that we can kind of have like the Joe Rogan experience where he's got his full podcast, but he also has clips. Because we have a lot of people who are asking all the time. They're like, look, man, can you share just this segment? It was so good, and I want to share it with my friends. But that's a lot of work, and you add it to all the other things we're doing. And we've just gotten to the place where it's kind of a hard thing. And we're working out details because, see, here's my one promise to you guys, is that we want to do it right. We want to do this right because I know a lot of people. In fact, terrible examples of show hosts, these media personalities that they ask for contributors, they ask for volunteers, and they treat them like crap. I know. I've seen it. And I don't want that. But we're also at a place where it's just simply gotten too big. There's too many people watching, especially over at Holy Faith Media. Holy cow. You know, by the end of the show, I mean, let's say it's 2,500 views or whatever. The last number of episodes have been above 3,000 just on that one channel. And so if you include all the other channels, which are much smaller, that's the biggest one, but they're much smaller, but you add them all together, we're talking, you know, anywhere from, by the end of the night, you're talking 6,000 views, 5,000 views, 6,000 views. That's a lot of people, man, and it's respectable. We've only been at this for 2 months. Go around and look at different groups and find out where they were 2 months into what they were doing. This show is really catching on. There's a lot of people that really like it. And by the way, I want the family down here. I know there's a little bit of a delay, so I get to talk for another minute. Make sure that they come down. Make sure that they come down here, because we got to sign off. But the thing is, so in fact, I'll go ahead and I'll just put it up right now. I'll put up right now exactly what I'm talking about. Because if you're watching this and you've stuck around this long, you're a freaking a geek, right? You're one of the freaks and geeks, man. You're probably a bona fide member, right? A bona fide member of the Paleo Naughty. Probably what's going on with you. What's going on? Right here, yeah. You can see help wanted. Help wanted, a call for volunteers. Okay? And I'll scroll down past the introduction area and stuff like that. But basically just said we've reached a place. We had to accept a very important and, in fact, inevitable truth. And that is that Paleocrat Diaries has reached a place where where the need for volunteers and contributors has entered the equation. But we want to do it right. We want to make sure that we honor your time and your talents. We're still working out some of the details, but if you love the show and if you would like to learn more, you have to reach out to us at paleocratdiaries@gmail.com. We're looking for things like a social media operator. Okay, we have, for example, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Parler. Those are the platforms we're currently using. A social media amplifier. That's a really easy thing, by the way. That's just if you're somebody who maybe not tech savvy, but you want to make sure that you help to promote it the best you can, just to make sure that you coordinate ideas of liking and commenting and sharing posts and things like that. Things like that. My kids are down here. Yeah. So story suppliers, right? We need stories every day. Fun stories, gross stories, weird and spooky stories, memes, and articles about current events, politics, religion, all that stuff. And because we want to also broaden the number of sources that we share. And people who give recommendations for interviews and stuff. Meme magicians. If you love making memes and thumbnails, serious ones or funny ones, doesn't matter. We're just looking for original content. And so if you would like to do that, to be part of that, we want to make sure, of course, to honor whatever your gift and your talent is, as well as your time. Contributors. If you're a writer or vlogger and you cover themes and topics that are similar to those shared on the show. So, I mean, if you're like, you're out there and you're reviewing swimming pools or something, you're probably not, it's probably not a good fit for the show, right? But if you're somebody who writes about religion and politics or family values, parenting, things like that, marriage, masculinity, gender roles, theology, apologetics, doesn't matter, media theory, all that stuff, even conspiracy theories, right? We'd be down, dude. We're down. And of course, even funny stuff. We should start posting our own animal uprising stuff. So if that's something you'd like, and of course, lastly, video editors give you a lot of freedom, in fact, to show you how to download the videos, as long as you're familiar with editing software to make these videos, and we can get those uploaded every day at the YouTube channel to really promote that beyond the live show. So all of those things. All right, guys. All right, guys, here we go. It's the end of the show. We got 1 minute. There's the music. We love you guys like crazy. We're super glad. In fact, no, we're thankful. We are thankful for you. We're thankful for everything that you do, because you help to make this show what it is. And you help to provide. When you're a member of our program and you're a member at our.com, you're helping our kids to go to school. And we love that because we love the school. And we're super grateful. Make sure to tune in every single weekday from 10 to noon, or, I don't know, 1, whenever I want to stop. Whenever I want to give up. Because I go on a long time. And of course, check out Paleo Cheese Podcast. We're going to have a new episode this weekend. Super fun. Paleo Cheese, spelled with a Z or Z, depending where you are. And of course, meaning of Catholic. You can find all of this in playlist form at Paleocrat on YouTube. That's youtube.com/Paleocrat. check out the Paleocrat Diary videos, the playlist, Team Tiny Dancer, Meaning of Catholic, Paleo Cheese, and Vintage Paleocrat. And until next time, remember, as we always say, never give up, keep on smiling, and memento mori. Yes, they could. If I don't talk into microphones, I don't make that mad cash. Making all that money. Making that mad loot, right?
Mind control.
So we see the minority elite imposing their ideology on an unwilling and resentful populace. This causes a backlash. People get ticked off. The left is working long and hard to make us feel as if we've done something wrong. Worse yet, that we are the problem. Don't let people just rip on your heritage. Don't let people just rip on your traditions. Don't let people rip on your heroes. Stand up for what you believe, what made you who you are. So unless this disenfranchised majority begins standing up for what they believe in their heart of hearts to be true, I think we'd be left with nothing more than a dirge, and maybe a funeral procession.